Hello, greetings and salutations once again. Welcome to Warcradle Wednesday. I am currently just managed to get out of a bit of trouble because I realised I'd stuck the wrong part on this piece, and I've managed to unstick it and put the new piece in, so I'm kind of doing okay at the moment. So keep it there so I can see what I'm actually bloody doing. Hello and welcome to Warcradle Wednesday, and I hope you're all well, whatever you are doing, wherever you are, whoever you are. And this week I got a review kit come through, the Zemich Battle Fleet, which is the Polish / Lithuanian sub-faction of the Commonwealth, and it's as you probably see by the thumbnail, it's a flying aircraft carrier, which I actually really like the look of, so I was quite keen to get on with it and get it built. So that's what we were doing. So I did make an early start, but as I said, I did cock them up, and so we're a little bit behind on the build, but that's not a problem. So how are people in the world? What are you doing tonight? What's your hobby plans for this week? Have you got anything you're looking forward to at the weekend? So yeah, this is one go, don't go. That's what we do instead. Otherwise we're just going to be building the same one that we just built. Which isn't part of the overall plan or building strategy for today. Just realised I cut one bit off that I was after. Doing, because I've currently got on my computer screen the actual building instructions which surprisingly are already up on the Dystopian Wars website. I wasn't sure if they were or not, but they are, because I did a unboxing video Monday night. As soon as I got home, I found the box waiting for me. So it's here. Hey, it's a Hendy. Hello, buddy. So yeah, this little bad boy, the Commonwealth. I've already got my paints in mind that I'm going to use when I get to that stage. I've cleaned the resin. But if you've seen the unboxing video, I did mention about I love the fact that they have these little like wing bits, which is a sort of a callback to the winged hussars that were about back in ye old times. So they're like 1800s. It was a thing. I think they rode against Napoleon.
With so many holiday homes on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be.
We don't want
I
to
could
hear
book a beach
adverts.
house
Thank
and
you
be
very much. That's the whole point of putting these things on. So we don't hear adverts, but hey ho. And yeah, so it was quite appropriate for these guys to have these particular fixtures available on them. Last part. So what have you been up to, Handy? Anything more on the Dystopian Wars side, or been working on other stuff? Well, what I've built so far is the two engine sections of the Zemich. When I've done my video, I actually looked up how to pronounce the names of the units. So where you got the Zemich, the Voivod, that's sort of as it looks. The Slakta. Now Stanislaw, that's what we pronounce it, but it's actually pronounced Stanisfluff. And Jadwiga, because the W is a V in Polish. So Stanislav. So I'm just trying to be appropriate to the naming conjectures of the ships, or conventions. And obviously pronouncing foreign languages, it's always good to look things up. Painted to Old World and been building my Zemich. Oh, you've got this already? Or is this the old version one? I know you've got the older stuff as well. What are you going to do for... Wow. It's kind of weird, like, you know, we get to... When these options come up, I always thought that we was meant to be getting it like a week or two. Yeah, arrived last Monday, yeah. So I got mine Monday. I was going to build it yesterday in preparation of tonight, but because there was an incident at home involving the old boy hitting a car, that kind of got sidetracked. Well, he reversed into someone's car. So, yeah. That's weird. You know, I'll have to have word, because I thought that was the whole point of us being sent these things out beforehand, so you can build, paint them and stuff. But they have been a little bit with everything moving to a new venue and all that, so there is a lot going on. Yeah, because these are pre-orders for this up, weren't they? I don't know. I thought I've got to do little doodles. I assume your build went without incident, unlike me, where I'd cut off the wrong piece because I couldn't make out that on the actual numbering it was a little bit confusing. So I cut the wrong one off, and then I realised before I glued anything, oh, I said that's the wrong piece for the base. So I then sourced the right piece, done all that, and then obviously stuck the wrong piece on top on that one. So all sorted now though. So the two engine sections are dunded. Whew. That was I just realised I haven't got a drink. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's, I say I when I first saw the artwork for it, I thought, oh yeah, I like the look of that. That's a bit of me. I do like a sort of heavy carrier. That's why I got the Avalon, because I like the look of it. It's cool. So I have to say, this is, I kind of like it a bit better. I know it's kind of a heretical thing to say, but I just like its sleekness. So just right. Yeah, to be fair, I just thought actually I could just knock that back, but then they on the Mass 2 ones they have the little bits that go onto here. And I thought, damn it, I've already glued it. It's good as well as the SRS tokens get 4 dice. Oh bloody hell! comes with 9. Yeah, so... Ooh. So I haven't looked at the Orbat. I'm literally just focused, because I don't play these guys. I was just, you know, interested in building the damn thing. So I've just got to be able to see what I'm doing again. Right. That's a good amount of fighters. I know, like, obviously with the the Vauban and all that, I think they've only got, like, well, actually, I know that the Minerva has about 8 fighters. Victory has 10. The Commonwealth's first match 4. Really? I thought Borodino's only 3. What about... No. I was thinking of the Richter then, but that's Imperium, isn't it? Right. So... That's what I was just looking at going, where the hell's that go? It goes under there. Right. Okay. Hello there, Marcus. How am I doing? I'm doing okay, and how are you doing? You're having a good week with hobby shenanigans? So trying to build a aircraft carrier at the moment, so it's well, a flying aircraft carrier even. So pick him onto get this glued in. I was meant to get hold of some proper super glue. Well, I say proper, like an unmullered. Oh, you shitbag. Basically, it's a landing deck with 2 rocket engines. I used to paint Warhammer figures with my brother and father's eons ago. Time flies, man. It does. I never stopped. Well, I did stop for a brief period during the 1990s. Yeah, it was probably around about, I stopped about 96 and to about, actually no, probably, yeah, about 95 actually. So for about 95 to 2001, so a 6-year period, I stopped painting because I discovered girls, alcohol, partying, general debauchery, and then 2001 came along and I got back into it because the Tau turned up, and I quite like anime and manga and mecha sort of stuff, so now I do not just Games Workshop. This is Warcradle's Dystopian Wars. So this is a, like, sounds weird, but this is all part of a naval war game. Yet they have, obviously, with naval combat, you have submerged units, and you also have aerial units as well. Because it's set in the sort of late 19th century, and if you basically, it's like the world found vibranium. So, unlike in the Marvel cinematic universe, where Wakanda was the only country that had vibranium, several deposits around the world have been discovered, and the main powers have their own available resource of this material, sturgium, and it allows them to make flying carriers back in that sort of aesthetic. So it's got a little bit of like steampunk, diesel punk, sort of turn of the century sort of Jules Verne feel to them as well. So I really do like the ships. I actually enjoyed it playing the game as well. So that's something I've actually played. Ooh, sorry. I've probably played more of this game than I've played 40k in the last year or so. So York mindset took over. Glad you recovered. Yeah. Got back there in the end, and I've been there ever since. So yes, so that's, yeah. I'd say that's the easy part. These bits are a little bit awkward. We'll say awkward at times because the pieces that you got to put in place and then connect it all. But I got them done. That's all I'm worried about at the moment. And right, now this is the trickier bit, which is the bridge section. So these pieces. Actually, what you've gone, Hendy, you did this yesterday. I'm too old for that business. I can drink whenever I want, and to be fair, I've got better things to do. Too much aggro. Well, we all have to make time for our own entertainment and enjoyment as best we can. Let that glue chill out for a bit. Tomorrow's my physics preliminary exam. Matriculation examination is going to be the extra thing. Well, we do these things to improve ourselves and to actually it's always good to learn, I find, and getting qualifications is always handy for getting the big bucks. And then once you're all done, you can come back to hobbying and buy more stuff. You need the big bucks nowadays for like Games Workshop. If you don't have the big bucks, you can't do the game. Well, the scheme I'm going for is a very this green, which is a Games Workshop one, Sons of Horus green. I've utilised this on some submarines for my Alliance fleets, and I really like how it comes out. When I've painted Commonwealth vessels before, like the Russian especially, I've gone with like a very light grey white and then dirtied it up a bit, sort of thing, for the couple of ships that I've done for them. But because these are a different sub-faction, I want to change it up a bit. Similar to what I've done with my, well, say on my Alliance as well as my Crown forces. So my Italians, for example, have a sort of a certain kind of bluiness, like a very pale grey, bluish sort of look to them. But then the French have got a bit more of a stronger colour, so you can differentiate between the fleets, sort of thing, easy. With my Crown forces, my Indian Raj vessels are a lot lighter colour than the sort of heavy grey, sort of like storm cloud grey that my Crown, like the British ships have. So you can see a definite sort of aesthetic similarity, but then you can tell the difference because of the coloration sort of thing, because they're operating in different, well, should be operating in different waters. So, kind of. It reminds me of like Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow, which I actually enjoy. Again, I love that aesthetic, that sort of World War I, World War II sort of Pulp Fiction kind of style that they have. Right, what am I going to do? So you can see on the box art they had this green look to it, green and gold. So that's easy to go with, a bit of red. So yeah, obviously that green is going to be a lot lighter in comparison to that. Because I don't think I've got anything that. Well, I definitely haven't got anything that kind of green, to be fair. Hey boss, been lurking since about 8, just trying to get back into painting. Are you in the loft then? Have you ventured upstairs? I know Rob went up there yesterday or something. If you are, then I'm happy to sit here and paint with you. Or I'll come round and paint with you. That'll get you going. Right. So looking to do. Right, I need to base paint it, or base paint, spray it at least. So, good thing about being where I am, in the office at the bottom, I've got a door there and it's outside. So, that's... should do that actually. There's room up here for all three of us. Oh, I'm free. Well, most nights. Friday, not Monday, Tuesday, and obviously not Sunday, and Saturday. But most nights next week. Oh, apart from those, obviously Saturday I'm streaming. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, kids. So I'm free the other nights. So squeeze up there, and I'll just like go, march, paint, faster. Cool, it sounds like a lot of fun to build the different fleets. Looking forward to seeing you paint it. I found your channel through Instagram. Do you think you might do a WW1 Dazzle camo scheme? The nearest I've gotten to that is, I'd say it's the only one I've actually done any sort of like camo effect on, was the Scandinavian fleet that I did a year and a half ago. So, right, I'll grab it because it's just over here. Right, so Scandinavians are all in here. So this was is the Valhalla fast dreadnought that they have as a flagship. It's only a very subtle sort of design. I'm not going to go for the intense, because there are some really crazy looking dazzle pads. I've been watching a lot of naval warfare videos on YouTube recently, and you do see the odd one which is like the original like dazzle is like crazy. So more subtle sort of shifting colours. So like it's like shark skin. That is a size 4 dreadnought of the Scandinavians have. So this is a scale 3 Ragnarok class battleship or battle cruiser. So very similar but smaller in comparison. The other good thing that these guys have, because these are a sub-fact, well, the Scions of Jutland are a mercenary group, but they also have the Scandinavian force within, which is a sub-faction within the Imperium, which is the sort of Germanic. But they do have these beasties as well, which are giant robot walking machines with cannons and big axe. Oh, I can't remember. It's a long Germanic name. But these are just really cool. And so you just literally just walk along and batter the crap out of things. like each faction has sort of like a character to it. So the Scions of Jutland like to get close and basically like they're really good at doing boarding actions. So you can get on board the enemy vessels and then bop them. Ooh, right, yes. Let's text and discuss it soon. Okay, well. We can definitely get something done, as I said, because I've got a lot of free time, time going away. So. Bear with me, because I'm going to just step to the door, spray the back, let that dry, and then spray the front. So just hold the lane caller. Think of it, just smaller ships that they have. So these are the Odin class. They're a cruiser. They're a Mass 2 ship. They're all Odins in that. These are the Hoth. They're corvettes. They're actually quite. You have these like squadrons. They're quite nasty. The Fenrir attack sub, which is one of my favourite ones because it's one piece. You don't have to build this. You come off the sprue and there you go. But they again, you fill them in little squadrons. So it's all round. It's quite a fun little game. You can upgrade on weaponry. She drops that ship. So I'm magnetized, so you can swap out different weapon systems if so wished. So heavy rockets, or their particular I can't remember the name of the cannons that they have, but they have them. And the Hoths. So normally in a like box set you get a small fleet basically, and in the game, as long as if you're playing small games, they're fine. But if you want to go for big battles, then you might need a couple of box sets of various vessels and stuff. So you do get a nice sort of group build. So, like I said, with the Zamich, in this set you do actually have like these. So you've got two of these, and you've got some of them fighters. So that's what you actually get in the box. So you've got the Smocks there, the Vovoid, the Zamiks, and then these little dudes here, which are escorts. These are SRS tokens, so they're fighters, and these are ground assault, which is interesting because these must be able to do ground assault in some respect. So weird, but yeah, they're definitely an interesting system, because it's just, you've got your main faction, and then you've got so different factions. So at the top, can't see them all, but Alliance, Commonwealth, Crown, Empire, Enlightened, Imperium, Sultanate, and Union. So Americans, sort of Saudi, sort of Middle East, Imperium, which is obviously the Germans, and Teutonic sort of thing. Enlightened, they're a faction that basically are like a load of scientists. When they found Sturgeon, went off and created their own thing in Antarctica. In the old rules, it was the Covenant of Antarctica. So that's the Enlightened. Empire is Far East, so China, Korea, Asia. Crown, basically Britain. Commonwealth, which is Russia and sort of like Eastern Europe, Poland, obviously, there, and Alliance, which is basically Italy, well, France, Italy, and Spain, and also, strangely enough, Brazil. There's a faction in Brazil that is because of Portugal, I imagine. Union, America. So, the Stanislav is a landing ship. Okay, right. So that's the Stanislav there. So, as I said, I haven't actually looked up on the Orbat, because all the information for this game for ships and units is available free on the Dystopian War website. So you don't buy it, you only buy like a rule book, and they update stuff quite regularly, unlike the Orbats, Order of Battle. So, if something's not quite right, they'll adjust it and they change it on there. You can download it, print it off, and then you have all the information you need to hand. The rule books come in certain box sets, so like introductory box sets, which are worth the money's worth anyway, because in like a Crown, for example, I bought the introductory box of the Crown, and you got a Britannia class battleship, which is resin. Then you've got a couple of sprues, which is allowed to like a frontline squadron, so you get a couple of Mass 2 cruisers and some like corvettes, frigates, or destroyers on it, and some other little bits and pieces, and all the rule books and tokens and stuff. So it's definitely worth it, because like I think that was about, at the time, was about £45. So £27 of that would be what you would pay for a frontline squadron box set, which is like 2 sprues of plastics. So you're getting that plus a battleship, resin battleship, and all the rule gubbins, tokens, measuring bits, and all that sort of stuff. So definitely worth it. So do the other side. So that's that taken care of. There. So at the time being, whilst we're waiting for that to dry, we can just, because it's sitting in its little box here, and there's a radiator next to me. So speed drying. Warm air helping to sort it all out. So I'm going to leave that. use the old vortex mixer. It's got sort of ready gold to it. Yeah, I'm liking that. That'll look nice with lots of dude watch. So I might as well get these all mixed up, ready for the pink paints. I do like that. Curse those sons of Horus. Why do they have such nice paint? That's ridiculous. Let's get the red. Where's my wood? Not good. Yeah, very close to the screen there, so I do apologise if I'm in your face. Not my intention. Need that. Probably need that. Might do that. Have some of that. Put some of that just in case. And to this. brush. Going in with some flat brush action. Trying to paint my back hurts. My hands are shaking and my eyes are twitching. Bloody hell. I'm trying to think, like, now my eyes have been a little bit wonky recently. But I say, when you've got all that, and I know, obviously I know what you're like with your back pains and stuff. You know, you've had a lot of back problems for the past couple of years, haven't you? Is there like anything you can like would a cushion help? Obviously, hot water bottle or something you can actually do to not try to lean over as much, because I'm actually finding myself sitting upright more nowadays when I paint. Instead of being slouched over as such, I'm actually, I suppose in a way, because I can't, if I go forward too much, I hit the camera. So in some respects that's helping me. Or some, I don't know, some form of yoga. Let's get you doing yoga. How about that? Stretch that back. Get it all nice and supple. Or laying down. Oh my god, laying down in bed, painting. I've painted some pretty weird places. Well, I say weird places. I've painted in the car. I used to paint in the car. I used to have a little mobile paint kit with me, and I'd have some models or whatever. Whenever I'd go pick the kids up, I'd always get there early and sit there in the car in the paint. So, because I'd be there like at least half an hour early. And so I'd just do some painting. I'd do it at work with the kids. Bet this place. Yeah, we get one of those. I say that can be something we can try and figure out and create like the ultimate hobbyist bed. You know, built-in fridge, a facility for cooking food, vibration section for muscle stimulation, getting the masseuse. Having all that done, that'd be cool. Or better still, reclining with a side table. Yeah, that's it. Or painting in the bath. And I know somebody who has done that. But yeah, that'd be awesome. And at least, like, if you did spill it, obviously then you're colouring yourself. But you know, it's like a bath bomb. You come out the bath dirtier than you went in. You start washing your brushes in the bath water. A jacuzzi. I'm not letting this idea go. This is the one. This is the one that will make us a millionaire. Vibrate for pain shake. You could use one of those massage beds that have an opening for the head and put a table beneath. Yeah. So you're laying on the front and painting underneath, whilst being. Although, like, if you've got actually somebody doing a massage as you're painting, whilst that would be cool, when you're trying to do detail, not so cool. But see, I like where these ideas are coming from. It's working. It's working. We've just got to patent it and then make it, and then that's when the money turns up. Always happens in the movies. Painting on your front. Yeah, well, just say with a good enough social media campaign, we could convince everybody that that's the way to go. Although it might be a little bit more difficult for yourself and any other lady hobbyists amongst us. Just staying in one position like that would be a little bit, I'm assuming, uncomfortable after a while. But you know, maybe a pillow. Armholes too. Sticking them in there. Oh, what have we done there? I've done something wrong. Oh no! Oh no! No! Go back! That's better. Right. Fully immersed. But yeah, definitely something we can work with there. Obviously, masseuse is optional. Little heaters as well, little heater in the actual thing as well. So like you could actually rest and warm up your back and stuff. So make yourself a little bit more supple with the aid of heated back support. Love you, Miles. Still work, but you're doing great. Oh, thank you very much, Undercard. It's much appreciated. It's, yeah, I was actually surprised I got this far. Yeah, and a water cooling system for when it's the other way, when it's like a hot day, because I know what you used to get like in the loft in summer. Having heating there would be actually quite beneficial and cooling. as well. Right. I might as well just stick that there so I can actually see and be inspired. Right. So. It doesn't really matter. It's like slapping this on as I am at the moment with a flat brush. It doesn't really matter how it goes on, as long as it goes on. Because this is just a base colour. We will be going over it anyway. It's just getting the majority of it done. Tell you what now, I'm actually sitting there thinking I could really do with like a neck rub. If only we'd invented this thing sooner. I could be having my neck rubbed as I paint. Oh, the joy. I can't remember the last time I actually had a neck rub. The last time I had any form of massage, to be fair, was in where was I? Billund Airport in Denmark in 2019, and that's because there was one of those massage chairs, and I thought, oh, I want to give that a go. I sat in it and for like 2 turns, and I thought, oh, that was all right. Getting like the back needed. So you mean about the Sons of Horrors paint? It is a nice colour, yeah. So we're just getting this all in because it's just getting that basic. Coloration, because we will be going over it again at some point. So in this process that the way I paint, it's not that important to get it completely like bang on first go, because I do tend to go over with washes, and then I'll go over again with dry brushing the paint and stuff, because it helps with making the density and depth of colour. This is purely just putting an extra layer of paint down, which we will be going over with other paints. So, apart from obviously going on the deck here, because that's not nothing to do with us. The deck is the deck. Soft sort of pastel, or is this meant to be like the Sons of Horus colours? It's meant to be like a sea green. Yeah, actually, in some respects, it kind of reminds me of Klingon Bird of Prey. Not as green, like that has got a definite more greenish tinge to it, but it's that sort of area that's kind of reminded me of these wings here for the support struts for the actual bridge section. Hey, hello JS. How are you, buddy? And hello Nigel. Hello matey. Love you, Nigel. I'm just painting up another flying aircraft carrier, as you do. Yes, this is the latest addition to hold on a second, please. How far behind am I? Way behind. Here you go. Sorry. Zamek Battlefleet set, which is the Polish and Lithuanian sub-faction to the Commonwealth in Dystopian Wars, and they have flying aircraft carriers, so that makes them super cool in anyone's book. It's a very again, it's like a very Flash Gordon, and I have been well, say Flash Gordon slash Buck Rogers, the original sort of like 1930s Buster Crab style. So I really kind of like that aesthetic. I have been re-watching Buck Rogers in the 25th Century recently, and I may have mentioned this on here before, it was a couple of weeks ago, but in Buck Rogers in the 20th Century, I believe is the first mention of the phrase Space Marines in a televisual medium, because there is an episode in there which features a unit of retired space dudes who were part of the 69th Space Marines. What platform is back on? It was actually on Amazon Prime, but a few years ago, probably about 6 years ago, they had the entire season 1 of Buck Rogers for $4.99, and so at $4.99 for the entire series of Buck Rogers, I bought it. So yeah, I don't think it's that cost now. But it also has the episode where you have the Earth Defense Force have basically been taken out by the Lurgy. Someone has basically like been a tailored sort of biological attack sort of thing. A lot of the pilots were sick, so they brought in a load of like other people that could fly, and one of them was a former instructor by the name of Gordon, and it was actually Buster Crab who was the original Flash Gordon and the original Buck Rogers. So that was a kind of nice little sort of nod, having the original Buck in there and giving him then Gordon. Like passing of the torch sort of thing. It was really nice actually. It was just, and he goes out there and kicks ass in that early, like late 70s, early 80s style. It's another IP borrowed by G. Well, that's the thing, is no, because obviously that's why they changed it to Astartes. So that is 100% their sort of, you know, thing. Whereas Space Marine, they couldn't claim that because that was first appeared in science fiction in the 1930s in a book. It's all in like Wikipedia or whatever. But yeah, so but it's not something that's been mentioned in TV or film. And it was just because I was watching that and I saw it, I went, ooh! So I paused it, took some pictures. And I Googled to see like mentions and stuff like that, and I got no hits saying that, you know, that phrase had been mentioned in this film or that sort of thing. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that was it. Yeah, so that's it. The first Space Marines were mentioned in Robert E. Heinlein's books. So, but the phrase being spoken on film is or TV is what I was angling with. So it's not the first like mention of it, but the first mentioned on, you know, televisual medium. So, what are you up to, Nigel? Are you hobbying or are you in the bath again? It was you that I was thinking of that actually painted a model in the bath. Because obviously you do like to spend time in the bath whilst watching the stream, I'm just saying. Maybe jumping to conclusions, but in the bath, see? That's what I like, you know, bath time viewing is perfect. They're not allowed together if you discuss this. Sorry. Getting told off. Yeah, actually, Nigel, it kind of reminded me of the ship captain from Hitchhikers. Just always in the jacuzzi. Always in the bath. Look like him too, but bald and bearded version. Oh, bless you. I was building this. I started building this before the stream, and I kind of fecked up. So, I realised this as I was building the second part, which is these are plastic bits that you add on to the main section. I'm 100% bark. B-Arc. Bath Arc. For a second there, I thought I'm 100% B. Arthur. You are a bit of a golden girl. Just bald, bearded. Very unlike a golden girl. How have you been, you wonderful human being, anyway, Nigel? You been doing much hobby recently? I know you've been working. I'll see your posts. Going down to places like Birmingham. See, you know Hitchhikers a bit, but missed the B-Arc reference. I'm disappointed, son. I'm sorry. In my defense, I've never read the books. I've only ever watched the original, well, say the original radio. Well, technically, I did see the radio, but it was on stage at a local theatre a couple of years ago. You know, took towels and everything, with the original cast and Miriam Margolyes as the narrator, which was hilarious. So I've done that. And obviously the original TV production, which was my first thingy. Oh, you got Trench Crusade. I keep on getting sort of people asking me about that, and I am interested, but you can't get the models anywhere. Or I might just be looking the wrong place. Oh, because they're 3D printed, aren't they? I've got a 3D printer, but I don't know how to use it. But I've looked at the models. I am quite interested because that is right up my street. I love that whole background. I'll DM you about it. All right, cool. Because it reminds me. There was a role-play game that I bought. I can't remember where I bought it from, but I bought it. It was called Armageddon, which was basically, you know, hell rising up, the Antichrist walking the ground, but then like angels turned up, which was quite. Yeah, angels turned up in the defense of the battle of Rome, and this Antichrist and his forces just basically twatted them all. So humanity's like, okay. So there are angels still around, but the angels faction were planning on like swooping in, saving the day, but they got battered. But also has the the Mutant Chronicles kind of feel to it, which I really liked. I'm done for the evening. I'll see you later, Lily. Alright, thank you very much for dropping in. I'll text you tomorrow about popping over for painting if you want. Obviously, if you don't, that's fine. I know you're back and all that sort of stuff. But as I said, we can get something sorted out. I know we can, because I've got a lot of free time coming up this next week. So I hope you rest it and have a lovely evening. Thank you for popping in, boss. What was I doing? Yeah, so Mutant Chronicles, I really liked that sort of thing, where again, it's like Hell Portal and Ape Monsters and all of that jazz. And like Death Watch as well, which was Andy Serkis and Jamie Bell. You know, that's my jam. I love that sort of stuff. So like I even looked like the new Antioch stuff. I like. Again, that's my kind of thing. I'm not so much on the monsters. I'm more on the other thing. The humans defending. Yeah, let's discuss. That Trench Crusade looks cool. The heavy armored trooper with the machine gun. Yeah, there's actually they've done another Kickstarter. I think they put it out today. I saw somebody talking about it on social medias. The Red somebody or other, the Red Brigade or something, and they're like a kind of a new Antioch like death unit. They go out thinking that like suicide mission sort of thing, and they've got a new heavy machine gunner dude in that as well, which is cool. Antioch will be my backup. I've got Heretic, so I can get the chainsaw mouth werewolf. I think the Artillery Witch is the one that a lot of people like. Ah, the Artillery Witch! Do that green as well. I got her too. Of course you would, because she's meant to be like cool, and you do cool stuff. I've just seen you. Had a few weeks, well, it was actually last year. I don't know if I've spoken to you about my got my Battletech. I've got a healthy backlog for a change, which is unusual. And obviously with my Legions Imperialis, I've just finished another load of Mechanicum infantry the other day. Because Mechanicum were cool. Where's my ha? He says ha. Immediately regrets it. Let's get this out of the way. I need to be able to see what I'm doing, he says, roughly in a roundabout way. Shield generator. Notice with Trench Crusade you've got the Andy Chambers working on it now as well, isn't he? I do have spare 135th Mark IV Maryland stash that would be interesting to convert for the game. Do it. Question: do you find doing the stream keeps you more up to date on the pile of shame? To some points, yes. Other points, no. It's more the case, yeah, because I've got that regular sort of time when I'm hobbying. Like, so obviously this year I've started doing the Warcradle Wednesdays, because obviously where I get Dystopian Wars and Armoured Clash now stuff for review, it's all part of like sort of my sort of war host, like giving back to the people. Hold on a second. What? Yeah, so sorry, it was just a little thing going on there. So yeah, I like to sort of put myself. Hold on a sec. I'm now getting a warning. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Am I? Because on my screen here, I'm coming through okay, but this is annoying because I haven't had this in ages. Just do it. You can get the files. There's loads of bits to use conversions too. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, I completely lost where I was going. There's to say this notification. Ooh, publish flyers. Yes, hello Bertie. I got this through on Monday, which is quite weird because Hendy, who was in earlier on, I don't know if he's still about, but he got his pre-order on Monday as well, which is a bit odd, seeing as I'm meant to be like one of these review type dudes. So yeah, I've done my unboxing video and posted on socials and stuff, but yeah, it's happened before actually. It was one of my friends got some Empire ships actually before even the like Warhost got theirs. So yeah, and he got his built and painted in no time. It was a big Empire vessel which had an option where it had like this big sort of like lenses for a laser weapon or something, and he actually done a light for it as well. So he got like super looking. Well, he's an excellent. Rob Walters, who's used to being here a bit, something old Icon 74 on Instagram. He done his Empire, and they looked amazing. Oh, that red and green. That's nice. That is nice. How are you doing, Bertie, anyway? How's your Dystopian Wars adventures going? What have you been working on? Yeah, he ordered it on pre-order and like got it way before everyone else. So it's like, ah. So he just painted it as you would. Finished Glory on last week, which is another super cool ship line. But that's too light. Too dark. Vallejo metal colours. As I said before, I'm glad that they resolved a strike by paying the workers appropriately. But these are some of the finest metallics. You know, they go so far. It's ridiculous. Nice, thin, non-lumpy, clumpy or anything. So good, strong pigment. And as I say, I've just painted two of the things on one dip into the pot. So you need very little. Also, because it's so fine, you don't lose detail on it. So this one here, which is dark aluminium, is very similar to like lead belcher, like the lead belcher air. So it goes on really smoothly. Which is what you want. So I was being selfish then. I was hogging it all to myself. I do apologise. So I'm putting in this colours here because I will be going all over this with the old mixed Agrax wash. That's how I roll. We've still got golds to do as well. Going with Phalanx Gold. Definitely going to be a two-coater. beautiful. I'm off. Send me photos of that shit when you're done. Looks great. Love you. Love you too. Sweet dreams. And I'll speak to you about Trench Crusade, I'm sure, because I am really quite up for that. 99. Actually, I'm liking this idea. This is much better. So then I can use the other as sort of a highlight, I guess. On that side. Lost my catching up. go to I'm very looking forward to seeing this ship once it's finished. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Well, thank you for dropping by, and I hope you have a lovely late dinner. And I'm sure that I'll be posting this everywhere once I finish it. I like to regularly wash the brush. Let's see if I've got slightly thicker bristles. Kind of underestimated just how many of these little squares there are. There's a lot more on the bottom there. So, more than I bargained for. But I'm actually, you know, it's not too bad. I am finding them a little bit hard at the moment. My eyes are struggling a little bit. Right. You are. Top section. That's nice. I like that. just do these last couple of bits here, and then I'm going to call it, because I'm kind of struggling to see what I'm doing. But I'm quite pleased how far I've gotten so far. Quite far. That doesn't make sense. So once I've done more of these little boxes of gold, next phase will be to wash over it all, to sort of tie it together. And then obviously go over the greens and the golds and stuff again, dry brushing and all that jazz. So that's where we will leave it for tonight. Lots of progress, which I'm really chuffed about, and I'm looking forward to this being finished. But not in the sort of like, oh, I want to get this finished. I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm liking the colours, and I just want to see it all come together nicely. But yeah, obviously eyes aren't playing ball today. But thank you all for coming and hanging out today. It's been enjoyable. We had nice conversations. Obviously we've got plans about a range of painting furniture that we'll get around to at some point. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the little hangout and seeing the Zamish. And yeah, considering that was not together 2 and a bit hours ago, we've done all right. So, but yeah, we'll be back on Saturday from 8 PM as always for another Saturday Night Reaver. And I hope that you have a really nice rest of the evening and an awesome rest of the week until we see you again on Saturday. Thanks, Lee, and have a great night, everyone. Thank you, JS. I'll catch up with you as well later on. So until we all meet again in a few days' time, have fun and enjoy your hobby. Peace out, peeps.